Hi, Carly. I'm Jess. It's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Tell me a little bit about what brings you in today.
Yeah, well, I was mandated by the Ohio State Board of Nursing. I've had a rough past, so they they want me to come see you and talk.
Okay. So they want you to come talk. So tell me a little bit about how you're connected with the Ohio Board of Nursing.
Well, I have my bachelor's degree in nursing from UC. After I graduated high school, I went there, and I'm really proud of it, but I can't get a job from my past. I have a lot of DUIs, and I just had a rough past, and I'm glad to finally be out of it, but I feel like I'm starting to go that way again, and I really would love to be a nurse, but I just have to do a little, I have to do these steps before I can do that.
So you do have your degree, and you do want to be a nurse. It's just sounds like you just have a couple other little things that you need to work out before you're ready to be a nurse.
Right. Yeah. I come from a small town, and I got into drugs and drinking at a young age, probably when I was like 16.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not like I was hanging out with the wrong crowd. It's just a small town, and that's what people did. So
Right.
I live with my mom. She was a single parent, and didn't help that she was in an abusive relationship. So I think that really made me depressed and made me even drink more and get into more drugs. So it wasn't anything major. Like, it wasn't like major drugs. It was just like some weed and drinking, but that can definitely get you in a lot of trouble, because I've gotten arrested a lot of times.
So, you never did really anything major, but it sounds like there's some consequences now, and you're just trying to work through those.
Yeah, I'm working 2 jobs in restaurants right now, and I kind of feel stuck there, and I have to call every night at midnight and see if I have to get a drug test, and because I have to be clean for about a couple years to be a nurse, to get a job as a nurse. And I just it's just the restaurant business. I work, and then I get off and I go out with the people I work with, and I drink, and then once I drink I smoke, and then I fail the drug test, so I keep failing, and I don't drink until midnight, so I'm not drinking till late, and then when I find out I don't have to take a drug test, I just drink and drink and drink, and then smoke because I'm so happy I don't have to take a drug test, but then I fail, so it's just a continuing cycle, and I feel stuck.
So it sounds like the restaurant lifestyle is having a big effect on your ability to maintain sobriety.
Yeah, right. Definitely, because it's just a cycle. I just wish I could have a normal job, but it's great money, and it's kind of hard to get away from.
Yeah, that can be hard. I mean, you're always around your friends, and it is great money. So what do so you do enjoy the lifestyle, but it does sound like you would rather have a more stable lifestyle.
Yeah, definitely. That would be pretty great, because I feel like I would stay away from, the drinking and the smoking, because, I love the people I work with, but I feel like they don't have a good influence on me either.
Right.
Because that's what they do too. They work, they go out, they drink, and then they sleep all day, and then they do it over again. So, being in that, restaurant business and hanging out with the same people doesn't help.
Right. So on a scale of 1 to 10, how ready would you say you are to try to take the steps to get out of the restaurants? Maybe because you want to be a nurse. So maybe just taking smaller little steps to get out of the restaurants before you actually get into the nursing field. How ready on a scale of 1 to 10 would you think you are?
I'd probably say like a 6 or 7. but I don't know. It's just hard.
6 or 7.
Yeah.
Well, that's good. Good. Why not a 3 or 4?
Because I'm ready, but I'm not totally. I think I'm ready to take that step to get a regular job, but I think it's gonna be hard to like get away from it just because it is good money, and I do live by myself, and so I do need to pay rent, and
So, tell me a little bit about how the steps you're taking now. You mentioned earlier that you do attend meetings.
Yes, I do.
How do those make you feel? Do they help you?
Yeah, I like them just because I can relate to the people that are in the meetings. They're going through the same, same hard life that I'm going through. Like, so it's kind of nice to know other people are, going through the same thing because I felt alone.
It's good to have someone to relate
sometimes.
to.
Yeah, right.
Now you said you feel alone now. What makes you feel alone?
It's just, I don't know. I just feel like I don't have that great of friends sometimes, just because they don't influence. Like I said, the people I work with, they do the same thing I do, but they don't bring me towards the good side. They bring, they kind of steer me towards the drinking and the smoking.
So you really like your friends, but sometimes you feel like they might be holding you back a little.
Right.
Yeah. Well, that's hard. That can be hard. Sometimes, maybe just find, you said you found your niche at the AA, so maybe just try to find some of those friends, because they can relate to you.
Yeah, because I do enjoy their presence.
Yeah. So, well, that's good. So let's see if we're on the same page. You're here for the Ohio Board of Nursing. You have a couple DUIs and a couple other things on your record that are keeping you from getting your nursing degree and be able to work in a hospital.
Yeah.
But you really do want to get out and make a change and hopefully eventually get into the hospital soon. But the drug screenings are kind of what's holding you back.
Yeah.
Because your friends in the restaurants and that lifestyle, you just are not passing the required drug test. So how do you feel about keeping and coming and talking to me?
I think it'd be great. I really enjoyed today, and I think it'll really help me.
And maybe we can work together to try to find you a different job, maybe a job that's not so nighttime oriented, to try to get you on a more stable schedule.
That'd be great. I would love. That's what I want, is a stable schedule.
Good. So well, maybe same time next week. Does that sound good for you?
Yeah, that's great.
And we can look at different jobs and stuff. I'll do some research, and we'll see what we can find, and then just keep attending your meetings, and just keep coming in to see me, and we'll get you on the right path.
Okay, great. Well, thank you so much. I look forward to seeing you next week.
Thanks for meeting with me.
Thanks.